This is why the Dallas Cowboys are better than you think. So we're going to be going through that and 3 other stories in today's video. So make sure to like this video, and if you want more Dallas Cowboys news content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button down below. The first story is Cowboys turn to ex-rivals by signing former Eagles and Commanders receivers. The Dallas Cowboys are signing veteran receivers Deontay Burnett and Kelvin Harmon as star playmaker CeeDee Lamb continues his holdout in training camp. Dallas hosted 4 players for a July 27, 2024 workout. Burnett, Harmon, Terrell Bynum, and quarterback Reed Sinnett. Both wideouts are familiar faces, as Burnett played 2 seasons for the Philadelphia Eagles. Harmon was a 6th-round pick by the Washington Commanders in the 2019 NFL Draft. The wideout played in 16 games, notching 30 receptions for 365 yards in 2019. Rookie Ryan Flournoy is also dealing with a minor knee injury. The additions of Harmon and Burnett were likely made so the Cowboys have additional receivers to utilize during training camp practices. The Cowboys worked out 3 UFL receivers today because they need some legs in camp. Fort Worth Star-Telegram's Clarence Hill Jr. detailed in a July 27, 2023 shopper 24 4-star care. Most recently, Burnett posted 33 receptions for 306 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Arlington Renegades in the UFL this season. Harmon also shined in the UFL for the DC Defenders. The wideout posted 31 receptions for 375 yards and 3 touchdowns. Harmon's 3 TDs put him among the top 8 UFL players in receiving touchdowns. During his time at NC State, Harmon was one of the best receivers in college football. Harmon posted back-to-back seasons topping 1,000 receiving yards. The wideout's best collegiate season came in 2018, when Harmon notched 81 receptions for 1,186 yards and 7 touchdowns. Harmon was an intriguing prospect heading into the 2019 draft. NFL.com's Lance Zierlein compared Harmon to former vet receiver Mohamed Sanu. Harmon might show up as average in the speed and quickness departments, but he knows how to play, and he plays to his strengths, Zierlein wrote in his pre-draft profile of Harmon. He has issues separating against tight man coverage, so he uses his frame, play strength, and ball skills to own a bigger piece of a smaller catch space. He has a big dog swagger, physical receiver who take it and dish it out, aggressive at the top of the route to clear the table, stacks, and big boys, smaller cornerbacks, presence as a wide, confident target, expert ball tracker with subtle hand usage for late separation. All eyes continue to be on Dallas's negotiations with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. As Lamb continues his holdout, the receiver is working out in Houston. Cowboys WR CeeDee Lamb getting work in Houston today, NFL Network's Jane Slater said in a July 25 message on X. CeeDee Lamb on his contract. It just has to make sense, according to a source informed. I'm told he's 195, 196 lbs. Bigger, faster, and more explosive than previous years. I'm told he had a 2-hour workout and continues to fine-tune the details of his game. The Cowboys have submitted a new offer to Lamb. The wideout is slated to have a $17.9 million cap hit in 2025, as Dallas picked up the wideout's 5th-year option. Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones tells me they sent CeeDee Lamb a new offer yesterday, Slater reported in a July 27 X post. He tells me good convos right now with Lamb and his agent as they continue to try and come to an agreement on an extension. Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones challenged quarterback Dak Prescott amid their contract negotiations and other passers around the NFL cashing in. Prescott is heading into his final year under contract with the Cowboys. The sides have talked but have yet to land on an agreeable number as the landscape of quarterback deals around the league continues to shift. 2 more quarterbacks cashed in this week. The Miami Dolphins inked Tua Tagovailoa to a 4-year, $212.4 million contract. The Green Bay Packers agreed to a 4-year, $220 million contract extension with Jordan Love, who has just 1 complete season on his resume. The new contract makes Love the highest-paid quarterback in NFL history. Those new contracts give Prescott a whole lot of leverage in his talks with the Cowboys. Prescott has helped the Cowboys post 3 consecutive 12-win seasons and finished second in MVP voting a year ago. Last season, Prescott topped the NFL in completions and touchdown passes, amassing 4,516 passing yards. However, Jerry Jones is still eager to see Prescott prove he's better and deserving of a record-setting contract. I get in trouble every time I make comparisons. Of course, we saw a head-to-head matchup with Green Bay last year. "We all have that burr in our saddle," Jones said, while speaking to reporters on Saturday, July 27th. "I'm anxious for Dak to get a chance to show he's the best with the Cowboys star on him." The second story is Jerry Jones leaves door open for impending Dak deal. Shortly after the opening ceremony to officially kick off training camp, Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones spent time with the media for the first time since Packers quarterback Jordan Love landed a 4-year, $220 million contract on Sunday, which directly involves negotiations with his own star quarterback in Dak Prescott. When asked about how Love's deal could potentially change the dialogue at the negotiation table, Jones kept his dialogue close to the vest, but also showed appreciation for Prescott being present for training camp. "It's what it is," Jones said. "What I do appreciate is Dak is here and getting going, practicing. Some of these guys aren't. That shows you the dedication Dak has. That's a big deal. In his spot, he's the best leader I've ever seen. This is why, frankly, he's out here practicing. It's what he signed up to do." Jones wouldn't offer any comparisons to Love and Prescott in the sense of what happens at the negotiation table. But he did say that there is still excitement about the QB's future in Dallas. The third story is Dallas Cowboys' sign pair of UFL receivers. This past week has been a strong week of signings from UFL to NFL. The Dallas Cowboys have seen firsthand the benefits of spring football players in the past, including All-Pros Brandon Aubrey and Cavante Turpin. On Saturday, Dallas continued the trend, signing Arlington Renegades wide receiver Deontay Burnett and DC Defenders wide receiver Kelvin Harmon. Burnett played a lot of slot receiver in Arlington last season. He finished fourth on the team in receiving yards with 306. He had 33 catches and 2 touchdowns in all 10 regular season games. Burnett played 8 games for the Houston Roughnecks in 2023, finishing with 378 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. Burnett has previous NFL experience, spending time with the Tennessee Titans, New York Jets, and Philadelphia Eagles. He has caught 15 passes for 210 yards in his 3-year NFL career. While newly signed Seattle Seahawks and former DC wide receiver Ty Scott was the big play guy, Harmon was the reliable target this past season. He finished the 2024 campaign with a team-high 31 receptions for 375 yards and 3 touchdowns in 7 games. Harmon was a former 6th-round pick of the Washington Commanders in 2019. In his rookie season, he racked up 30 receptions for 365 yards in 16 games. The signings come on the heels of extensive contract negotiations between the Cowboys and star receiver CeeDee Lamb. Burnett and Harmon could be battling for final roster spots or practice squad spots depending on how the Lamb situation ends. Dallas signed St. Louis Battlehawks linebacker Willie Harvey Jr. earlier in the UFL offseason. The UFL has more than doubled the number of players signing with the NFL this week alone, as 27 UFL players have been signed. The Dallas Cowboys brought in veteran quarterback Reed Sinnett for a July 27, 2024 workout. Sinnett threw to 3 free agent receivers as part of the tryout, per DallasCowboys.com's Nick Harris, Deontay Burnett, Kelvin Harmon, and Terrell Bynum. It remains to be seen if the Cowboys will sign Sinnett for training camp. Dallas inked Burnett and Harmon to new deals following the workout, as CeeDee Lamb continues his holdout. While at the University of San Diego, Sinnett threw for 3,538 yards and 32 touchdowns in 2019. Sinnott also added 174 rushing yards and 6 TDs on the ground. Sinnott had a stint with the Cincinnati Bengals during the 2023 season. During his NFL career, Sinnott also played for the Philadelphia Eagles, Miami Dolphins, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sinnott would face an uphill battle to make the Cowboys' final roster unless the team sustained an unfortunate injury at the position. Trey Lance and Cooper Rush are fighting to be the backup quarterback behind Dak Prescott. Sinnott has not taken an NFL snap during a regular season game. At 6'4", 225 pounds, Sinnott has the prototypical size of an NFL quarterback. Heading into the 2020 draft, here's how NFL.com's Lance Zierlein described Sinnott's pro outlook.